So, part of me just wanted to see how long that might go on for. Oh, and you know what? I think I am not on the right internet, so I might pop out for a second.
Just pop out and then pop back in?
Yeah.
Like you do on a Monday and show?
Like you do. Wish me luck. Or it might just work. Like, that's always possible.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool if we didn't even notice. It was just a riff in the system.
I did it already.
Wow.
Did I stutter?
No, not at all.
Cool. Hey, the guys were reminding me about that Eden donation thing. I didn't do it till today because I sucked. But thank you to those dudes for the gentle reminders. It was super helpful.
Yeah, Joshua was good with me too. He reminded me as well, and John. They got my profile picture stashed away. So nice. I guess we're in. I guess we're in the club.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So I hung out with Steve this weekend and his family. Kind of met just like random uplifter. It's like, you know, 'cause people send me pictures of like themselves with like one of the shirts on and like the cup and stuff, and I eat that shit up. I love that stuff. Super fun. And then one of these people says, "Hey, my family and I, my wife and my daughter, are going to be in Miami this weekend. Come have dinner with us." I'm like, sure. And turns out they're freaking amazeballs. And turns out Steve's actually doing some work with EOSIO drops. Didn't fucking tell me.
Nice.
Yeah. But just really, 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 really cool people. It was a super fun, you know, time to be able to hang out with them and meet them and you know, learn all the crazy stuff they're getting into.
Yeah, very cool. Like he always sends me DMs and he's like, "Hey, do this. Is this okay? Like, what's going on?" And I just really like him. He's a really nice person.
Yeah, legit. I put him in my phone finally as like ultra uplifter because that's nice. The vibe that he puts off.
Oh, very cool.
And he's just, you know, doing work with builders and, you know, getting people in world and doing onboarding and fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good morning, Daniel and Seth and Walker Trades NFTs.
Seth sent me an interesting little DM the other day. He minted a couple of his photographs from his little small island and put them on the blockchain. That was pretty cool. He's a kind of an interesting photographer. Nice. Yeah, and I had an interesting weekend. I got into talks with the guys over at EOS Nation, Dot Gems, Daniel and Martin, and they do a live stream every week from their their CryptoVoxels plot. And so I thought, hey, they're going to talk about Yoshi drops, so why don't I go in there and live stream and then do an interview after. It was a great idea. The interview after was awesome. The live stream, not so much.
Didn't work too good?
No, but so the problem is I think it's an interesting test case though. And probably Martin and I want to try to figure out something, but it's good to know. Basically, we had to stream from, because their conversation is Discord, and then that's pushing to CryptoVoxels, and then our thing is pushing to StreamYard, and it's actually I think that once we get our proximity sound up and running, it's going to be really good, because I don't think you can do this in a lot of these other metaverses. Like they seem to be using different plugins from different systems, and it's just like streaming on top of streaming on top of streaming.
Yeah,
and
I think
really convoluted, right?
No matter what, just so that you're aware, there is no situation where that's happening inside Minecraft itself. Just get used to this idea. It's not going to work. But what will work is, when they're close to, we could create their solution that can go in through that. I mean, having freaking, Discord rooms or whatever. I think what we saw really, really early on was, people using Zoom, but they would just turn the audio on Zoom and then ignore it, and then they're playing the game, right? So that, I think, especially when you're going in there to play with people anyway, enabling something like that is a little less friction if we can manage it, I think it's just going to be the easiest lift.
Yeah, so that's actually what I was kind of trying to explain is like they use Discord to be able to talk within the thing, right? Well, and there's like I guess they have this little box somehow that like projects the voice into the world as well. So it's kind of an interesting little tweak there. But yeah, like I think the problem with the stream was on our end, and thank you to Nick. Nick popped in and we tried to figure it out. It was just well, we did a test case earlier on in the night and everything worked, but I think maybe we were using Zoom to make sure that everything was set up, and there were a couple extra steps that we missed. But anyway, the interview was really cool. I went in there for the interview, and we're going to do this later. Everyone who came and joined and watched or listened to that interview after the fact, there was a little Yoshi coin that was in the world, and they put their addresses on, and I've loaded them into a little wheel, and we're going to spin the wheel and give some stuff away. So that's going to be really fun. Yeah, so we'll do that a little bit later.
Did you see Seth is saying that he can't get whitelisted on Atomic because they don't want to do photography stuff? What?
I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about that because I want to do right? Photography stuff.
Well, I mean, like honestly, like the solution to that, because I know like Atomic's busy or whatever. Like I'd love to know why they're making that decision. It's kind of interesting. But just use freaking Nifty blocks, man.
I wonder if it has something to do with if it has something to do with the difficulty in proving that a photograph is yours, right? Like, but it could be.
Yeah. But that's true of anything, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. I think so too.
Anyway, it's interesting. So if I suddenly go away, it's because there's a crazy thunderstorm right next to my house.
And you've been swept off to Oz with Dorothy?
Yeah.
Okay. Peer behind the curtain and see. Peer behind the curtain and see what crazy things Uplift may bring. Did you see? I guess we're probably going to go into the world a little bit later. But did you see the most recent awesome thing that I saw, which was like a moving sign? Did you see that? That was pretty cool.
A moving sign.
Oh yes, there's a sign that is basically a giant machine that like moves and makes words like right in front of your eyes. It's pretty cool. So we can maybe go have a look at that too. It's pretty impressive, actually. So
that is very cool.
While you do that, let's talk about our guests this week. We got some pretty cool guests. I'm excited about our roundtable this week. We are going to be talking to people who do comic books on the blockchain. So we'll have Lars on, which is one of our favorites, one of my favorites.
Always good.
And we've got a couple people coming over from Ethereum that are doing comic books. I met a new guy today who's working for I forget the project's name, but it's a really awesome project and really talented guy too. Like you'll meet him at some point and you'll love him. So that's pretty exciting. On Friday, I think we have Clash Dome. You said that.
Yep.
So that's.
Oh, you know what? No, he had to reschedule Friday. Okay. But I'll get with you afterwards. But
yeah, and let's see, Wednesday. Who do we have for Media Moguls on Wednesday? Oh, on Wednesday, we have a Jax on Wax is coming. That project that was partially responsible or wholly responsible for one of the last drops that we did in Yoshi drops. So we're pretty excited for that one as well. And we might have a surprise tomorrow for Tech Talk on Tuesday, or we might not. But we might have somebody really cool on tomorrow as well. I was still working on that. So yeah.
All right.
I was actually wondering about that too, Seth. I haven't heard of Pixios in a long time. I meant to ask who is it? The Jesus of EOS Argentina. I believe he was like kind of had a big part in that, but I haven't really heard what happened to Pixios, and I didn't realize it was abandoned. So that makes a lot of sense because I haven't heard anything in them from a while. But yeah, I did like what they did. They kind of did that almost weird graffiti thing when they first launched too. So
just pulling the game up so we can do some gratitudes here.
Let me see if I can figure out where that. I was sure you had seen it, but I'll try to figure out where that build was. So I was in the midst of just soaking up everything that's going on in Twitter today earlier. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. It's like we almost could do an EOSIO update again. There's a lot of nuts stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, like,
I saw like some of the stuff on Bullish, and like they're actually going to start testing a product and stuff. And the first question that a business savvy person that is a friend of ours asked me was like, are they going to use EOS? I'm like,
according to the tweet I read today, yes, but
yeah. I hope it works. I hope it works. Like, here's what they're doing. They're building an exchange. You know how many exchanges there are? Hundreds of millions. That's not true. But you get the idea, right? Like, like proprietary, order book thing stuff, cool. But the stuff they're talking about doing, where they're going to be incentivizing liquidity pools, it's like, welcome to 2020, right?
Yeah.
I mean, great, and we've talked about doing the same thing, right? But like the first thing, and I was telling Emma about this, like everything just announced, we could believe that we could do it better sooner, and just like, and it's stuff we've been thinking about doing anyway. Like they're not doing anything interesting. I mean, there might be something around the connections they have when it comes down to making sure that it's bulletproof on the regulatory side, and then get some like really big money in, maybe. But I just don't trust them anymore. You know what I mean? Like I just like, and prove it, right? Because you guys have said tons of shit that didn't happen. So and yes, I'm just like, sorry, like I grabbed it and then just forgot what I was talking about.
No, that's okay. I was more excited actually about the DAO that was based on EOS that happened in Wyoming. Actually,
that's some good stuff right there. Yep,
that was really interesting. So
heck yeah, the legal registered DAO. That is very, very interesting for sure.
Yeah, so I dove into that a little bit, and it looks quite cool. I guess what they're proposing is like a three year leeway period to be able to get that set up. I don't know that much about it, but it looks like it's really interesting. So that basically you get 3 years to make sure that the DAO is set up in a proper manner, so that you're not charged these crazy taxes and basically deemed a security, right? Which is kind of how it has to go, right? Like that's one of the biggest problems in crypto, especially in not just the States, but any place that's trying to regulate it heavily, is that it's like, this is okay for a while, and then all of a sudden it's not, and then they come after you, right? So I think that they should actually give you that leeway period in terms of building something. You're building something, and it's like, okay, we're going to change the rules now, because that's what we do. We're going to start charging people money, but we're not just going to come after you right away, because you were building stuff before we had the rules in place. We're just going to give you 6 months to fix it, right? Which would be the normal thing that like a normal company would do, that wasn't like a what do you call them, a roadside bandit, but that's kind of like, right? So I think like the idea that they're going to give you that maybe that these DAOs as corporations might actually give you that leeway sounds like it's really cool. So I'm pretty excited to see how that all pans out, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be good, or not, but I think good.
Okay,
I have high hopes.
Oh, don't make me bust into song. Yeah, so this build, I gotta find out where the coordinates are for this. Was by Mine Punk Club, and they don't have the coordinates on here.
How dare they?
Yeah, but apparently it took 10 hours to build. It's a giant machine. I'm just going to share what's on my screen, because that's what I can do right now, and just in case we don't get to find it.
Do it.
It's pretty cool. This is it. Check that out.
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
right? Like that's so good.
Incredible.
Right? Like that's really like it's so digital. It could be like in the middle of a billboard or on a billboard, like electronic billboard street in the middle of Tokyo or something. Like that's really good. I'm like really impressed with that actually. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. I was trying to get into the game so we could do some grats. So I should probably go do that. Please hold. Oh yeah, I forgot where I was. I'm gonna have to fly up there. Think. Yeah, Nick, if you're still around, I lost TP on Genesis. Just something that I kind of need for moments like this where I am not right near the office. What's up, Techie?
Yeah, and I think like I do as well with Gary and some other people. Like I use a Discord and Zoom and audio and stuff like that, which is okay. Like I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it would be nice. I think the proximity audio where like we could plug something into. I'm not saying it has to be right in the Minecraft, but you don't actually have to know the person to call them to be able to say hello, right? Although jumping up and down and bowing is pretty fun. I do kind of. Hey, you're somebody new. I'm gonna jump. Like imagine if the real world that we lived in was that much fun. Instead of saying hello, instead of saying hey, how's it going? Oh, today sucks. That weather's crappy. You just walk up to someone and you're just like you jump up and down 3 times, and then like imagine how much happier you would be.
Right. What's there, crypto? What's up, motherfuckers? TC, why do I feel like this is just because it is you. I love TC. This is awesome, guys. That's the other thing. Sometimes when I'm too far away from the office, but I have to travel all the way back, it's pretty fun. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Boom. All right. Perks of frickin' running the place. Wow. You're grateful for their home flex.
I'm grateful for. This is a weird one, but I'm grateful for weekends and Mondays. Because weekends I get some time away, and Mondays I get to be back here with you. And I really like this new like chill thing that we do.
Right? It's like Monday morning and chill is like legit. Good stuff. I'm grateful for Steve and his awesome family. Those people I met this weekend. Super good. I'll hang out here if anybody wants to have any gratitudes. I'll do that.
I'd like to do another one too. I'm grateful for Morton Matt D and for the help that he gave me. I was having issues because I couldn't get the bot in the Discord for Green Rabbit to work. And he hit me up with a DM. He was having the same problem like a day or 2 ago, and he figured out that like basically you just had to like go in and change the permissions, which I would have never thought about. And he solved the problem. So thank you so much for that. That was awesome. I love this community and how helpful and stuff they are, which is really great.
Trying to get all this in. Yeah.
Football team hangover. I like it. That's good.
Right.
Of course, in America, that means something completely different. It's like more of a hazing thing in America.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the most tech savvy person, but I'm not. The problem is that I just wasn't paying attention to the settings, and I guess I had my settings blocked. So I just created a new Discord account because my old Discord account had some issues that I wanted to fix. So I just created a new one, and I forgot to go in and do all that, what do you call it, stuff where you customize it, so.
Awesome sauce.
That's a great one, Zestra. Grateful for YouTube builds that I can follow. It's kind of interesting.
Right.
Should be Morton. He should be okay. He said it earlier in the stream that he did the EOS donation. So I would imagine
that should be live now. I think
should be live. Yeah.
All right. Cool beans, broheems. Boink. All right. Well, what else we got going on?
Well, I mean, it is July. Which is kind of nice because it's a little bit slower than the end of June, which gives us a little bit more time. There's a lot of stuff going on in the end of June, which was good, but it's kind of nice to have a little bit of a relaxing July. So, but I guess we could talk about a few of the things that we haven't really had a chance to talk about. So I'm really digging the Nifty blocks stuff that we've set up for both Uplift and Yoshi Yoshi coins, Yoshi drops. You can go and you can find that on the site, and I'm pretty impressed with how easy it is. So we had this drop that came our way, I guess yesterday or the day before, to Yoshi coin holders with 3 assets in every box, which was pretty cool.
Yeah,
we had the Buckle Up, I think was one of them. There's another one by M-Blue. I can't remember the name of it. And then there was another promo that went out, which was pretty cool. The unboxing video, I really liked that. That was pretty sweet.
Me too.
Just made me want to be on a beach somewhere. So yeah,
right?
It was really cool. So if you guys haven't checked and you haven't opened it, you can open it right there in Nifty Box. It's super easy. Get those latest promos from that promo drop box. So.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
What else we got going on?
Man, I'm just still trying to figure out life.
I mean, the only people that have got life figured out at our age are the ones that are waiting for retirement so they can figure out what to do. And I'd much rather be in our predicament where
I agree. This is better. Yeah, we were talking a bunch about retirement, and it just doesn't mean, and I don't think it meant the same for me kind of ever. I knew that a rudimentary study on people that retire is that they die 2 years later. It's not a healthy thing to do. It's the thing in terms of getting time freedom. Is kind of what it's all about, right? And whether that's now or later or in what shape it takes, it's just that's what it's all about. To do whatever the hell you want, and that's kind of showing up here on Monday morning is exactly what I love doing with you guys. So it works out pretty good for me. Can we still submit art to Yoshi drops? I think that is a resounding yes.
Indefinitely. I think it's ongoing forever.
This is the way, right?
Yeah, TC was in the Telegram channel today, and it was funny. He's just like, man, I've been bundle hunting for the last few hours. He's just going bundle hunting rampages. I love it. So it's really good.
That's fun. That is fun.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could go and tour around the Uplift, or we could go over what we did last week on the YouTube channel. Which
we probably should, because there's a lot of other people that we probably want to promote a little bit too, right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, or let me just check. We can do both. I'll pull up the YouTube and see what we got here.
Right.
But yeah, you can go in game first. I think that makes more sense.
We're doing this in game?
Oh, sorry. No, I thought if you wanted to go around and look at some builds, we can do that too.
Oh. Yeah, we can. I was pulling up. I thought we were going to do a review.
Let's do the review first then. That's cool.
Okay,
I mean, it's Monday and we're chilling, so.
True. I've heard this. I've heard this story.
Right?
Yeah. All right, hold on here.
Where is the uplift? All right.
Here we go.
Just beat me to it. The last one was.
So this is Monday morning and chill.
No, I think we're up a little bit from there. I think one more we did. I kind of remember going over Olive Land. Oh no, you're right. That is it. Sorry. Oh no, you're right. That is it. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I did another maple. Oh, because we did it on a different day. I did another maple glazed jerky chronicle. I feel like we went over this already, but maybe we didn't. Yeah. Anyway, that's always fun. So we went in there and we built some stuff and we checked out some things. I'm probably going to do another one tomorrow with those guys too. They took a week off, but yeah, I always have fun in going and building stuff. We're building like an underwater maze, I think, on the maple glazed jerky plot now. Which has kind of become, so that's pretty fun. Yeah. We've got like the leap of faith, which is like, I just figured out a really cool way to build trees to the sky, and it's went really high, which is great. Tech Talk on a Tuesday, we had Kate, which I know you really enjoyed, and I did as well, seeing what those guys were doing with art and staking. And
yeah, it's a fancy freaking project.
I caused myself some problems because I pretty much diminished my liquid wax supply there. So yeah,
that last week was terrible for my liquid wax supply. I got crushed up, but that's okay. We just hey,
that sucks.
Hold on. Yeah, I thank you so much, Tech. I actually wanted to bring this up. So I found out yesterday that the EdVS and his wife had COVID, and his wife was in the hospital already. And Devin, and by the way, thank you, Devin, was letting me know that that Ed actually might end up having to go to the hospital as well. Big shout out to Ed. He does videos on this channel. He's been super supportive and a huge part of the community since the beginning. So yeah, positive advice to Ed and to his wife. I really hope that they're doing okay. Or well, obviously they're not, but that they will get better at a exceedingly fast and efficient pace.
Right.
Damn it.
Yeah, that really sucks. So if you're listening, get well soon. Ed.
Yes.
And your family and friends as well. It's kind of hard to continue now.
Yeah, right? Show over. Fuck that shit.
Right? My mind's somewhere else. Sorry. So we had Loadmaster alongside, I forget his name, but we talked about their new DeFi. Their new NFT project. And I kind of forget what that was. It was something about chickens. Chicken. What was it called? Chicken something. Anyway, go watch it. It was fun because those guys are always fun to have on the channel. So
right,
yeah, that was a good one. And then we also had the Olive Land on the Thursday before our roundtable, and that we basically had like back-to-back shows, and that was really interesting to see what those guys were doing. I didn't get in on the drop because I missed it, and I woke up and I got to my computer, but they were all gone by the time I got it. So that kind of sucks. But for those of you who did, that's awesome. Remember, that's kind of like a parcel of land or a parcel of the tree on that plot, real world NFTs, fractionalization type of thing. So very cool. And I'm still looking forward to seeing how they did. It's the Edge of Obscurity and Back again. Did that with Sean. As always, we talked about random weird stuff, which is always fun. Probably we burned some finnies. Probably we gave away some digital vinyls. I think I did that last week. 2 Canadians.
Yep.
An ultra rare horror series 2 with Richie and Terry, which was really fun. We talked about their upcoming release, which is now over. It was a pretty cool release. We went through some of the new rarities that they have, which is pretty sweet, actually. Like, my favorite is the old, like, it almost looks like a tattered film strip. Gets this weird, like, little flashy thing behind it, which is really interesting. NFT Game Day, Neon Space, we went through their pot. We saw some of their signs. I had a really good time with those guys, both on stream and out of stream. I mean, just the fact that I learned that, you know, where some of them are coming from was pretty impressive. I mean, and I kind of understand, you know, why they do so well. They've definitely got the brains for it. And, you know, their family as well. They've been friends since high school. You did a Oxymorons drop video, I think, with Yoshi and Blue. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, hanging out with yeah, it was just weird. What? English? Sorry, I was multitasking. So yeah, it was basically just a preview for what the drop that was going on. That was fun, but actually having Dion from the Oxymorons was better. He's super fun.
Yeah, right.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you only want to watch one, definitely watch the one where we have Dion there, because that was a really amazing conversation.
Yeah, the one right above it. Jen showed how she does the picture installs, which was really cool. Nerfer King and Edward did their second, news and info uplift update. So hopefully Ed gets well soon, so he can come back and do those, because those are always interesting. We had the gratitude ceremony on the 4th. Let's say 4th of July. That's kind of cool. I like it. And then on the Monday, we had the live with the Oxymorons with D, which you just mentioned, which was super cool, super fun.
Yep.
Jen went on an interview rampage, which is always good,
right?
Which is always good to see, which is always super fun. So check some of those out if you're interested. Some longies, some shorties, nice, really good mix of guests in there.
Yep.
And what I like about Jen's interviews is
space,
that they're always right. Yeah,
that's awesome.
They're always different, and the questions that she asks are really good. Tech Talk on Tuesday, we did the EOS Eden induction, and went through the process so everyone could see it there. I thought we did it. That maybe uplift update is where we went over some of these. Maybe, I'm not sure.
But this is just this is like very recent.
Yeah, very recent. So maybe we didn't. I don't know. I get confused. What date?
Yeah, I think we were updating people on the uplift, which is a thing that we do sometimes.
We do sometimes.
Every once in a while.
NFT Game Day. Green Rabbit.
Yeah, I mean, that was hardcore with a fucking side of chips. That one.
Right. I think it's tomorrow, maybe. I could be wrong. I think for me, it's tomorrow.
It's the 13th? Yeah. I think so.
So, not sure exactly what time it is. But, yeah, they're sending waves of email verifications out to make sure that you're whitelisted. But again, the better way to do it is just go into the Discord and interact with the bot, really.
Yep.
So, yeah. And that's it. Like I said, Tech Talk on Tuesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we've got the Jacks on Wax, which I'm pretty excited about. And Blue's recommendation to have them on the show and interview them. They're doing some really cool stuff, music and art and things like that. So that should be really good. Yeah, and we went over it already. Thursday, the roundtable, we're going to be doing blockchain comics and some really new and old interesting guests. And Friday, I guess we'll figure something out for Friday. But yeah, as always, if you guys have, please hit the like button and share this out. But if you guys have recommendations for people that we should have on the show, or if you yourself want to come on the show, for one of these days and plug yourself in, please contact us, me or Corey. We actually put together like a little kind of demo Calendly type of thing, so it's a lot easier for us to remember. I'll probably be posting that out and about. Also, a couple things that we sent out to community members. Cowie did this maybe a couple months ago. He collected information from a bunch of the community pods. There's a lot of people that did fill that in. That's great. There were some people that didn't. But basically, bottom line, we're looking to get a hold of a little bit of information. Number one, we would like the name of your community plot if you're a community organization right now, and we would also like the coordinates. Preferably a link to the map so it helps out our natural organic SEO. And I tell you how to do that in the form. It's pretty simple. And finally, a picture that we can use, just one picture that we can use to basically, run some promos for your space. So I sent that to most of the community Telegram channels. So there's some other information that I asked for as well in there. But like at the very least, if you could just get the name and the picture, that would be great, because we're kind of putting together a list for that, which is pretty good. And I also sent a form maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago to a bunch of people. If you have completed it, please tag me in the main channel and ask me to look at it. But basically, we want to start populating the blog with some of your stories and some of the things that you guys are building and your inspiration behind it. It's pretty free and open forum. But yeah, any of that information that you want to give us, we want to turn it into a blog post and feature it on our Uplift blog, and potentially even have you come on the channel. And it doesn't have to be written as well. Like, I mean, if you guys want to do a video and send it that way, we're more than happy to put those up to the blog as well. Because I think that's what we're here for, to show and represent all of the amazing community that we have.
Yeah. What you said.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm moving slow today, Jimmy.
That's all right, man. Sometimes it's allowed, I think.
That's good. I do have frickin' meetings. Like, hold on. Literally all day. That is amazing. Amazing.
Just get those Google glasses and be one of those crazy men that just walks around town speaking. No, I said right. Fair enough. Yeah, but I mean, if you guys have any Cuban coffee, nice. If you guys have any questions out there in the comments, that's cool. But I mean, we can wrap it up early today too. Like, let's maybe
do that.
Yeah.
Just because I'm tired.
Fair enough. I mean,
it's so terrible.
It's all right. But before we do that, I want to spin this wheel.
Okay.
So we're going to give away some really cool stuff. I didn't tell you guys what we're going to give away, but I'm going to tell you now. We're going to give away, 6 things. I'm personally going to give away 5 clear oxymoron digital vinyls, not memberships, the digital vinyls. And the first spin, we're actually going to be eligible for this. You actually had to go and click the button on the EOSNation.gems plot and fill out a questionnaire. And you actually had to watch the video to know that the correct answer was Upliftium. There's about maybe a third of the people that said that like we give away wax or Ethereum. So I'm not going to enter you into that draw. I'm really sorry about that. But I think if you answered that it was Upliftium, then you're in the draw. And the first one we're going to spin, I don't know. We could do the 5 first, and then just like say that anyone can double up, or we could do the first one takes the big pot home. What do you think, Corey? Should we do the 5 first and then tell them what the big pot is, and then do one more for the big pot, or should we just say winner takes all? Do the first one first, and that's how we do it.
I kind of like the winner takes all, but I will tell you that comes directly from laziness.
Okay, so we'll do the first one. We'll do the first winner takes all. The first person whose name gets drawn up, you get the big pot, and then we'll do 5, and then we'll do 5 more quick draws, and those people will get the digital vinyls. So just let me share my screen here. So this is the big one, and you want the big one. Trust me when I say you want the big one, because the big one is. Big one is a land plot in Uplift. That's what we're going to give away.
Oh, fucking here. All right.
Right. So you get your draw comes first, and you get a plot of land in Uplift to come and take part in and have some fun. So here you can see we're doing it. This wheelie spin thing. I've put all the names of all the people who have entered into this kind of form. So I'm going to take down these names, and I didn't put my name in, obviously, just because that wouldn't be fair. But I'm going to take down these names, and if it happens that the name or the wax address is wrong and it doesn't go through, then I'll do another wheel spin tomorrow for whatever's left. So click to spin. I'm going to click to spin, and let's see who wins the Uplift land plot. Oh. Oh. Nice. All right.
All right. Cool beans.
Okay, so we're gonna go with H. Yeah, I'm just gonna make some notes here, and we're actually gonna remove you, so you're not eligible for a digital vinyl. I'm sorry about that. However, I mean, if you want to, take the digital vinyl instead, I guess you could, but I think you'd be crazy to take. Although, the oxymorons are probably going to be pretty huge, so we never know.
Yeah, there is that. That's for sure.
But congratulations. You get the Uplift land plot. I will send that to you in the next day or so. It's kind of late here, so I will move you. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this 5 more times for clear digital vinyl oxymoron. I like the little
Morton about Music City. It's not under wraps. I just don't want to talk about it this morning. It's going to be in the Uplift. It's probably going to be its own little section north of Legend to start. And then once it grows, it'll be its own world, but that's down the road. So yeah, there's nothing really to show yet. We're going into some design discussions.
Daniel PMC man, nice. First digital vinyl goes to you. Second digital vinyl goes to suspense. Q5 GAW WAM. Q5 GAW WAM. That's great. Got 3 more. And remove. I like this wheel spinny thing. It's pretty good. It's like reminds me of the old days when I used to come in from cutting the lawn at lunch and watch Wheel of Fortune. So nerd. Right? I mean, come on. If Vanna White wanted a plot, I'm sure we'd give it to her.
Whoa. Yep.
Or Bob Barker, and it's not even the same show, but I would totally give Bob Barker a plot.
Is Bob Barker still alive?
I don't know. Right. I don't know.
I feel like he's not.
Right. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he died on that Adam Sandler movie, if I'm honest about it.
Right?
I mean, he did fight a crocodile. Okay, we got 2 more, I believe. Oops. You know what this is? Do you know what this? I love what this is called. I don't know if you noticed the little tab at the top. This is called the Wheel of Names.
Yeah, I mean, I love that it's just you can't really get that wrong, right? Like that's like this is what it is.
Right. Steph. I don't even know if that's an address or not. Actually, if I'm honest about it. I know who it is, but I don't know if it's an address or not. I'll have to check and see. Because if it's not an address, then we're just going to have to... I'll do one more just in case for the consolation prize, so I don't have to bring it back on tomorrow. And one more for the last digital vinyl. Going to go to... Oh, that's a borderline one right there. I like it. Oh, I also did a kind of an impromptu interview with Adam Carswell the other day. I jumped on with him and Reese, who's one of our uplift builders. That was quite fun. We did a bunch of duck races, gave away a bunch of digital vinyls over there as well. So yeah, thanks to all the people who came and watched that and supported that. It was pretty fun. I'm going to do one more just because I'm not sure that Steph is actually going to work. You know what? If Steph doesn't work, you get the digital vinyl. And if it does work, I'm just going to give you one anyway because it's kind of mean if I don't.
Awesome.
So we'll maybe give one out. So HG4B4. I like it. That's a good play on words. HG4B4WAM. I like it. Okay, and that's it. That's the wheel of names. To all of the people who didn't win, I'm sorry. Thanks for playing the game. But I'm not like your local elementary school that believes that everyone should get a participation ribbon. Come back and play again, and maybe we'll win next time because I kind of believe that that's the way the world should work. Failure is a part of winning.
If you didn't know Jimmy was a philosopher before, you do now.
Right. So thanks all for and congratulations everyone. Playing. Right. Thank you all for dropping in. We'll be back tomorrow. Bright and early at 9 a.m. again. Any last?
Maybe we could have Hustle on for NFT game day. That motherfucker's making waves.
Alon again? Yeah, let's bring him back.
All right, cool. Hustle, if you're free Friday, hit us up. Friday morning. If not, you let us know if there's anybody in the NFT game space that might want some airtime, and we'll get them on. Yeah, we got Jabby from Clash Dome. I don't know if you guys, I picked up some land from Clash Dome. He actually sent me, a couple as a thank you for getting him into the uplift early on. So I was super grateful for it. Thank you for that. But it's amazing. Like it's like a tower defense game and a bunch of whiz bang freaking stuff or whatever. And you mine the thing. But it's really good. So I'm excited to have him on. If you haven't gotten into the Clash Zone space, I would highly recommend picking up some land while they're cheap because I think they're not going to stay this way. It's got a very similar dynamic to Alien Worlds, and we all have seen how that's gone. So, only it's more fun. Nice. Not on Alien Worlds, but it really is just that one little button. Anyway,
how to never save any cryptocurrency. Get into the wax space.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing, man. It's a thing. Oh, cheap is long gone. Oh fuck. Okay, cool. Sorry. Well, I define cheap. I think I picked up some for a couple $100 or something like that, which I thought was pretty useful.
Morton's saying 25 to 2,500
for the packs. The packs were 4 times more expensive than the land. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. But that's the way people do love them a pack opening, from what I have seen.
I like it. All right, cool.
Oh, yeah. There's so many freaking interesting things in the world.
Right?
Yeah. I got some Neon Space community packs. Pretty excited about that.
I missed that one too, but I picked up some.
I'll send you a couple. I freaking love these guys, man. I'll send you a couple things.
Me too. I went into the secondary markets and bought some stuff up after, but yeah.
Cool. Yeah, there's too many good things. So one shout out I want to give is to Bullshit Bulls and his team. They're planning on doing an onboarding education and like give people like, little tiny packs. Like you'll get a little Our Planet mining rig, you'll get this, you'll get that, whatever, like some like upliftium mining stuff. So basically just like a starter pack. Like if you want to understand why everyone's freaking out about this, get your ass over here. And it's going to bring a lot of new people into the space, because I think we're going into a phase now where there are so many amazing projects that we absolutely all have to do our part to bring way more people in. Just, because, obviously we want everyone just to hang out at the uplift, but it's just not going to happen, right? Like I'm in everything that I can get my hands on, and I'm running out of wax. And if I'm running out of wax, chances are everyone is, everyone else, which is great. Like we're having this embarrassment of riches of projects, which is great. Like this is a really, really good thing. But I think we need to start, getting some, like we basically need to like 5 or 10x the whole size of the wax ecosystem to really make sure. And this will happen over time anyway. I'm really, really excited that Bullshit Bulls is actually just taking it upon himself to think about that and start doing that, because that onboarding process is going to be good for every single project in the space. So anyway, yeehaw, what's up?
Yeah, we'll definitely have to have him back on again soon too.
Agreed.
I guess the rundown. So.
Agreed. Yeah, they got some really good plans down in the Shipletopia.
I'm kind of excited to see it. It's been under the lock of secrecy. And,
right. Hey, Morton, region rewards still separate, or they lumped in the pools now? No. So the pools are just pools. The active rewards for players and for landowners, for people actually playing and like walking across your land, that kind of thing, is totally separate. We have not turned that on yet. It is going to be significant. Totally separate. So there.
I mean, that's kind of crazy that you get rewarded more than one way. I mean,
That's what she said.
Okay.